guys, this is Frozen 2 Fan 2004 here and welcome back to another video. This time I'm actually doing something a little different. This time I'm actually gonna be talking about this user that I absolutely hate. I've actually been playing user rants ever since I first started making videos. I've always wanted to do this because I like one thing you guys know about me is that I like to criticize users. I know there are some people who complain about my criticism, but I don't care. I like criticizing people because it makes me feel good. I just want to help people improve, but then there are some people who just refuse to take my criticisms, and I still enjoy calling them out. IOF 2001, for example. But yeah, I don't. But don't worry, I'm not gonna make a video on Inside Out 2001. I'm not gonna talk about him. And I know this user named Luigi Marinus Gaming. I wanted to do a rant on him, but I feel like everyone that I know has said everything that needed to be said about him. Like Jonathan Smiashak, for example. So I'll not do that. But there's this one user who doesn't get criticized enough, or doesn't get hated enough, and I think it's even worse than Luigi Marinus Gaming. That's right, we're talking Mama Portia, the Illumination, Sing 2, and Minions Fan 2004. Now I'm gonna be talking about his out account, but his main account is Mama Lola Bunny, the Saluki, the Warner Fan 2004 something yeah, oh yeah, Mama Lola Bunny Flora Warner Fan 2004. I mean that's what I mean. And then I'll also be talking about her Letterboxd profile, which is Wanda the Mama Saluki Queen. So yeah. So yeah, first let's talk about so yeah, my goodness, this user has got to be the worst user I have ever seen. I mean, if you think Luigi Marius Gaming is bad, you wouldn't see nothing yet until you see Mama Lola Bunny. I mean, Luigi is bad and he doesn't deserve hate, but Mama, I think Mama Lola Bunny deserves more hate. I mean, please don't tell me if you guys are friends with her, or maybe just don't be friends with her, because now I'm gonna explain to you guys why this user sucks. First let's talk about her community post on her Mama Lola Bunny Flora Warner Fan 2004. Yeah, I think the main problem with this user is that she's pretty much an opinion basher. I mean, we've seen so much opinion bashers in this community, but she is literally the queen of opinion bashers. She's like literally a perfect example of how people bash opinions. That's her. And yeah, and this user always starts drama is over people having different opinions and stuff. I mean, why? I mean, dude, come on. So yeah, also this user is a kids movie fanboy. Fangirl. I mean, sorry. This user loves Illumination. Her favorite movie of all time is Sing 2, which is my second worst movie of all time behind the Trolls duology. Oh, and also note cuties and music don't exist anymore in my book. They don't exist. So Trolls 1 and 2 are my worst movies of all time, and Sing 2 is second. So yeah. Now back to Mama Lola Bunny. Now, I actually was friends with her at one point. I mean, she actually was friends with me just for quote unquote apologizing. But actually, I've always secretly hated this user. I've always did, and sometimes whenever she starts drama, I just get angry back at her, and then I just block her. And then she just like cries in her skin. Was like, "Oh, Frozen, please." Yeah, it's stuff like that. Oh, please unblock me. Yeah, it's stuff like that. Like seriously, this and that was actually before. Yeah, I think this user complains a lot about the anime films getting hate. I mean, she thinks that people only hate animation just because it's for kids. But here's the real truth: animation is treated the same way as any other movie in the world. If it's bad, then it's bad. It has bad writing, it has bad characters, and it's just not good. It's not entertaining. It's boring, and it feels very it's too goofy and stuff. So yeah, it doesn't matter if anime film should be critics should be nicer to anime films and live action films. It doesn't matter. Every movie should be treated the same way. If one movie is bad and another movie is good, yes, so what? So what? Animated movies, they're just movies, okay? They're not like your. I mean, you praise a lot of anime films like they barely anything in the whole world for some reason. So yeah, now let's. But honestly, after Pop Rocks ranted me, oh my goodness, this user has gotten even worse. So I'm actually gonna talk about the how this user is now because now yes, I know like pop. I've never seen Pop Rocks Red to me, and I refuse to watch that video. I don't care if you guys try to force me, but yeah. Yeah, but Mama Lola Bunny, I mean, but after the rant, seriously, she has gotten even more evil, and she made me do this. She made me do a rant in her. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do this, and it's gotten up to that point where she's the worst user now. So yeah, why is she the worst user exactly? Well, let's find out. Yeah, I already said it that Mama Lola Bunny bashes opinions, and it definitely shows on her letterbox. So no, I'm not gonna show any proof about her because I don't want to do too much editing. But I'm gonna be using my cartoon avatar the whole time. Yeah, don't worry. I will be posting her all her accounts so you can see all her problems. You can actually see for yourself. But I'm telling you I don't recommend being friends with her. But I'll say those things at the end of the video. But now let's take a look at her letterbox. So yeah, a lot of letterbox reviews such as she just starts to take things I like with and I hate like it's such a big deal. Like for example, she said that I'm only excited for Super Mario Bros. Movie just because Anya Taylor-Joy, who's going to be playing Princess Peach, is going to be in the movie. Yes, it's true that I'm gonna say that Anya Taylor-Joy saved Illumination and stuff, but if you're not, I'm not. But honestly, Ahmed, I said that before, like the casting. I literally said that Super Mario Bros. Was going to be worse than there's the 1990 version. No, I don't think it's. There's no way it's gonna be worse because I hate the live action version, and I hope the Mario Bros. Movie will be surprisingly good to those who are not excited for it. I hope you guys will be surprised by it. But yeah, now let's take a look at her Minions as a Guru review. Oh boy. In her review, she literally attacked me for making a rant in it, like saying it's a cash cow disaster and saying that I'm lying and saying it's just hyperbole and saying my video sucks. I mean, to grow up. I mean, if I don't like animation, then just leave me alone. And it's not mean spirited. It's an opinion. You stupid. Yeah, I don't know what to say. But yeah, this user praises Illumination like it's better than God, like it's better than anything in the whole world. Like I mean, if you want to get a job Illumination, then go ahead. But stop praising Illumination like it's better than God, and stop attacking people who don't like Illumination. And this shows in this user says sing to review another movie that she praises like it's better than God, like it's her favorite movie of all time. Like what I think I said that I don't remember. So yeah, and oh boy, and she literally attacked the Illumination haters. And she yeah like not only me like she attacks I hate everything Saber Spark and Mr. Enter. I mean like, bro, seriously, they don't like Illumination because they're just doing the jobs. They're just criticizing it. We're not. I mean, they don't like it because Illumination is not good to them. If you like, again, it's called an opinion. I mean, also you call I hate everything Saber Spark and Mr. Enter clickbait. The critics. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't really like Mr. Enter that much because of what he said about the turning red in 9/11. Like that was so stupid. But I hate everything at Saberspark. Oh, and even Daz reviews too. You're being mean to them. How would you feel if they actually find out that you attacked them? Like, how would they feel? How would you think they'd feel? I mean, you should be ashamed of yourself for doing that. Like, seriously. Um. So yeah. And also like there's another before Making Spicy Food came out, Mama Lola Bunny literally tried to force me and those same critics I mentioned say, hey, please don't hate this movie. Like, why are you suddenly just forcing opinions? So yeah, that's another thing. You force opinions. You don't do that. That's not right. I mean, yeah. So yeah, but what else do I have? Oh yeah, and also let's talk about this. This user hates Frozen 2. Like seriously, like I remember this user actually loved Frozen 2 back then. Like only just a second when she met me, she just instantly declined her thoughts on Frozen 2. Like, are you serious? And and then when me and her became so-called friends, she just started liking Frozen 2 again. And then when she started hating me, she hate Frozen 2. I mean, honestly, that's the reason why I hate Frozen 2 haters is because they only some of them only hate Frozen 2 just because I love it and I'm fanboying it. So and she complains that I praise it like it's better than God when she complains that people should stop using that term, and but that's the thing. This user is such a hypocrite. I mean, such a, but actually I'll get to that later. I actually have a flow right, a list of points right here, but so I'll get to that later. But now I'm at the point where her taking Frozen 2 way too seriously. Okay, here's the thing. She said the problem with Frozen 2 is that it's not supposed to be dark. Like, it's supposed to be kid friendly, like the first Frozen. Like, honestly, that's the main reason why I don't think the first Frozen is that good because it's too lighthearted, it's too kiddie and stuff. I mean, and I'm gonna do a Frozen is painfully average video, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. But yeah, she took Frozen 2 way too seriously. Like she's literally beating the dead horse on Frozen 2 in certain reviews. Like Frozen 1, when she said, "Oh, it's Frozen is the new Lion King and it's way better than Frozen 2." Like, and also she said Frozen Fever should have been the real sequel to Frozen instead of Frozen 2. Like, bro, are you serious? He says, and also she's trying to give so-called she's trying to act like a critic towards Frozen 2. Like she says, the plot is messy and stuff. Like, I mean, you don't usually recognize messy movies like that. Like, you don't really act like a critic towards movies except Frozen 2. So yeah, that shows you take Frozen 2 way too seriously. And Frozen 2 was supposed to be dark. It's a good thing that Frozen 2 is dark because it actually, it's just why Frozen 2 is the best movie ever made. Oh, and not to mention, you even tried to force Disney to make Frozen 3 like Frozen 1 instead of Frozen 2 and don't make it dark. But I mean, that's the problem with you. I mean, all you want is lighthearted and kiddie. Like, I mean, that's your efforts are fine, but you can't force studios to make a movie all like kiddie. I mean, some anime films need to be kind of dark and need. I mean, you can't try to make a kid's mind so innocent and so lightheaded. I mean, I don't know if I'm using the term right. But and also yeah, sorry I lost my words. But yeah. Oh, and also she also beat the dead horse in reviews of the Lion King remake. He remake Toy Story 4 and even Missing Link. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So yeah, this for this point, stop taking Frozen 2 way too seriously. Stop trying to complain about anime for being dark. I mean, for some reason, there are other animated sequels that are dark, that try to be darker than its predecessor, like How to Train Dragon 2, for example. Frozen 2, that's what Frozen 2 was trying to do. It was trying to be the How to Train Dragon 2 of Disney, and everyone knows that How to Train Dragon 2 is my favorite How to Train Dragon movie. So, Frozen 2 was trying to go with that approach. So, it's gonna be hypocritical if you accept How to Train Dragon 2 being dark and say Frozen 2 shouldn't be allowed to be dark. I mean, it's Disney's choice. So yeah. Yeah, I really apologize if I'm going all over the place. So yeah, yeah, but now I want to talk about her hatred on the Frozen community. Oh boy, I mean, she attacked. There's so many instances of her attacking the Frozen community. Like she says, the Frozen community is like, she treats the Frozen community like they're worse than Hitler or Satan or something. Like I mean, she always beats the dead horse on the Frozen community, and she even takes me way to the extreme. Like, come on, the Frozen community is innocent. I mean, we're not doing anything wrong. I mean, we only don't like movies that you like, which is the reason why you hate the Frozen community. Attack them. I mean, we love Frozen too, and we don't like Illumination. That's just our opinions. You can't change that. And that's pretty much the only reason why you hate Frozen 2 is because it's because of the Frozen community. And yeah. Oh, and also not to mention, you try to complain over people liking me and complain that I have fans. Like VHS, DVD, and Blu-rays made in the corner, and then can't defend us for. Yeah, I'm giving these two users a shout out. Yeah, shout out to them. Like earlier, she complained that VHS, DVD, and Blu-rays made in the corner said that oh I'm not allowed to be his favorite user. Well, that's not gonna change. If I'm Leslie's favorite user of all time, you can't change that. And yeah, stop bashing opinions on people who like me. And also, you keep trying to give me a hate base too. I mean, you can't do that. Well, you deserve the hate base more than me. Because honestly, that's why I'm criticizing you, because you tried to do that. That's probably the worst thing you did. You tried to force and kind of try to hate me. Uh, are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? Why would you try to force people to hate me? And my best friends, please do not touch my best friends ever again. So yeah, and now let's get to the final point of this video, and that is being a hypocrite. Yeah, Mama Lola Bunny is a hypocrite. I think that can be shown in her video on like her opinion on Inside Out Fan 2001 haters. Now yes, I will admit I can see why people think that Inside Out Fan 2001 hate based gay old. I don't want to beat the dead horse on him in this video. But I mean, at least it's a fan that leaves me alone. I'll give it a fan that at least he leaves me alone. He doesn't talk about me. I mean, but although I still get mad if he talks up, if he mentions me, brings up his hatred of me or something. But um, yeah, for example, he said he complains that people treat Inside Fan like he's worse than Satan. Well, but when you literally do that to the Frozen community, you treat them like it's worse than Satan. Seriously. And taking the movies he likes way too seriously. That's his other her other complaint. When literally you take Frozen 2 way too seriously just because of the Frozen community, and especially me being a fanboy of it. Like that's just being a hypocrite. And you also beat the dead horse in me, and you complain that people beat the dead horse in Fan doesn't want. That is also a hypocrite. And you really try to tell people, convince people that I'm worse than Inside Fan. Nope, not gonna happen. I mean, yeah. Oh, and also like a much of she also has playlists which is just opinion bashing. I mean opinion bashing, and then only best videos are just the stuff she agrees with, which proves that she judges people based on like what their opinion is. And so this user is an absolute hypocrite. There's just actually one extra point that I want to point out, that Mama Lola Bunny takes way to the extreme, and it's not really included in the script, but I just wanted to point it out because because this thing she does is just really heartless and disgusting. And what I'm talking about here is Mama Lola Bunny's hatred towards critic websites. Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, and wikis, Mihrazi. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll just call it fandom wikis. That's what I'll call it. Now I will admit, I don't like IMDb mainly because their reviewers are trolls. They just review bum movies on purpose just for the sake of it. And they're always like calling every single movie woke nowadays. Like, I mean, not really movie, but just rather blockbuster. I mean, someone on IMDb even called West Side Story woke when there's nothing woke about it. I mean, yeah. But seriously, let's see. Here's the thing with Mama Lola Bunny. Yeah, he literally takes these websites way too seriously just because they hate on movies that this user they hate on movies that Mama Lola Bunny likes, which is honestly just so stupid. But you know what's the worst thing about that is that she she wants those websites to shut down. She wants Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, and the fandom wikis to shut down. Like, bruh, that is so heartless. You can't do that. You can't tell them to shut down because I mean, I'm sure that people on websites are doing a job and they're trying to make money. I'm not sure if that's the right term, like on why they do those websites, but yeah. So yeah. That's all I wanna say. Yeah, dude, that's just heartless, and you can't try to force them to review that. And also like, yeah, that's also another thing. If a movie gets a low score, you'll just say, if a movie you like gets a low score, you'll just be like, oh, shut down. You need to shut down. That is heartless. You can't shut down the website. You can't. So yeah, sorry if I mumbled a lot in this review. My voice is actually getting very tired. That's why I mumble a lot of my videos. But yeah, I really wanted to make this video because I cannot stand this user, and this user just doesn't get criticized enough for all the wrongdoings she's done. So yeah, just to summarize all my points, she's an opinion basher. She attacks me. Then the Frozen community takes the community way too seriously. Takes Frozen 2 way too seriously. Attacks reviewers that hates movies that she likes, and she's a hypocrite when it comes to making her points. Criticizing others. I mean, So yeah, overall, I think she is easily the worst user I have ever seen. And honestly, I don't even think you should be friends with her. You should probably avoid her like the plague. Like seriously, I mean, so yeah, overall, Mama Lola Bunny, yeah, please do not subscribe to this user. Unfollow her, unsubscribe to her. Don't be friends with her, and just yeah. Sorry, my voice is really tired right now. I need to rest. So yeah, what's your so yeah? Let me know down in the comments if you agree that Mama Lola Bunny is the worst user ever. Oh, and also feel free to do a reaction to this video. If you guys can you please do a reaction to this video? For those who do react videos. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos to come. Our review of the Sea Beast and any other videos. So yeah, there's another video I was planning, another major video I was planning to do, but I forgot what it is. But you'll see what it is. So yeah, bye guys.